Let's talk about levels of education. So, most people usually rely on the first level of education, aka Google. What they can find on Google, they learn, or at least try to, and that's it. So, the second level is books and podcasts. I think books are maybe a little bit more valuable than podcasts, but let's call them even. So in podcasts and books, you find authors, people who are expert in area talking about what they're good at, and they probably have deeper understanding about your topic that you want to learn than your average blogger who posts it on your blog. Because basically, what bloggers do is they read on Google, 1 hour before they start writing about what they want to write. So whatever you find on Google, is probably the same thing just rephrased. And it's all shallow, it doesn't go deep because people who write books and create blogs actually did research and interview people and dig deeper and have results proving what they're saying, not just, one person saying this. So the third level of education is courses. And of course you will find a course from like for $7 to $10,000, and but usually like 97 or $197 is the price for a course, and depending on obviously on how valuable it is, how long it is, who was the course maker, how greedy they are, how much willing you are to pay, will price vary. But usually, at least the people I found are pretty fair with how they price their courses, and sometimes they discount it. So in there you will find even more valuable information than what you find in books and podcasts. Why? Because first, they don't usually want to share all their secrets for free, so that's why it's not in the podcast. Second thing, in the books you just only have so much space and you can only go so technical. If I start talking about third level of psychology, you would just turn off the video. But if I talk something about everybody can understand, then you will watch the video. But when I create a specific course for, let's say, transactional analysis like I talked about yesterday, then only people who are interested and already have fundamental basic knowledge about psychology will buy that course, so I can go deeper in that subject matter. And also people who are taught who are teaching the course are implementing what they learn from multiple books, from multiple authors, so you get different perspectives, and they're probably also you know been in the industry for a couple of years, maybe a couple of decades, so they can throw in the personal experience. Then the fourth one is, you know, going to the seminar, to the mastermind, is where that person is teaching that one, and depending again or what's your seating, how big it is, who is the person, everything else, it goes from $300 to $10,000 for like the diamond premiere seating, where you sit with all these celebrities in like groups, and then you have exclusive dinners with them and everything else. And that's valuable not only for the knowledge you get, because you can get the general seating for $300, but you're way back over there in like 100th row behind the janitors and like in the last row. But not only that, you get access to those people who are over there, so they could be other speakers or other influential people who will have $10,000 to pay for a seminar. And then of course there is a in-person mentoring, and then there's like a paid one, like the mastermind groups, like groups of 100, 20, 10 or 5 people, Then those vary from 10,000 a year, 25, 50, or 100,000. This like the most expensive one I heard about, like 100 grand a year. Then you get surrounded by 10 people who pay 100 grand each. There's like a $1 million worth of people at least in those their rooms, that like fourth or fifth, however you want to categorize it, level. Let's call it the fifth one. So I try to progress to those, and right now, let's say I'm on the two and a half. I'm halfway through the third to second level and almost getting to the third level. No, and tomorrow I'm gonna talk about something what I did today. Like, it's gonna be really special, and it's going to bring me closer to a third level. Basically, I started with what I get. I learn from the Google. I Google what interests me. Then once I, build a basic knowledge, I realized that not everything you find on Google is true, accurate, valuable, or maybe it is. At least it was back when it was written, but it's not up to date. Then I started buying books and listening to podcasts. So now when I'm walking, working out, whatever, I listen to podcasts, not to music, so I learn while I'm doing something else. And also I'm reading books so I can, develop myself as well. And then I bought other courses, and I mentioned that I bought, like 67 steps. That one cost $67. And then I bought Mentor Box for 1 year, and that one cost me $84 or $7 every month. If you divide it by 12 months, because that's what, like, for 1 year access, and then I'm just gonna renew it, and hopefully it's again going to cost $84 and not more. And then today I bought one more course, so that's why I'm saying I'm getting closer to the third one. Like, I'm not yet there. Like, I'm not buying courses left and right and improving, and still I look for something good when it's on the discount, to get it for cheap. So that's like what I'm looking at. And also that 67 steps is $67, but I got it for $37 because it was, discounted. So yeah, like, and also this like mentor box, it's actually $10 a month if you pay it month by month, but since I paid whole year in advance, then that's why it's $7 per month. So that's why I get like 30% discount. That's why it's weird number, like $84 and not a normal number like 97 or 99 or 100. So yeah, like, try to progress to those levels, and then you will see how it changes you and it's benefits you. And once you start actually investing in your knowledge, you'll want to invest even more and more and get more knowledge, because when you get that valuable knowledge that you cannot find on the internet, then you actually implement it. And since you're financially invested, since you pay money for that knowledge, then you want to learn it. Then you like feel that you have to be there, have to be present, have to learn it, and then that's a great feeling. And then let me recap. So first level is Google, second podcast and book, third is courses, fourth one is seminars, and fifth one is like mentorship or mastermind groups. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.